Glad you enjoy it. That's all that matters. As long as you enjoy it, Jacob, that's all that matters.
You know, I agree because this is my show. Nick, you've been looking forward to this. This is the story you have been waiting for. This is the news that is going to get you hyped. This is the news that is going to make you say, I got to walk away and go to the bathroom for a minute. Tusk 2. Is Kevin Smith making Tusk 2 Tusk harder? He could be, Nick. He could be. And I know you love Tusk so much. We'll hear about your thoughts about Tusk in a moment and how much you're looking forward to this movie. But real quick, let me give you guys some facts. Get the fuck out of here. Kevin Smith is apparently aiming to make the Tusk 2 a reality. I don't know why it says the Tusk, but Tusk 2 a reality. Justin Long, who starred in Tusk, said, "You'll be happy to hear," this was on a show, an interview, "You'll be happy to hear Kevin Smith just announced, well, I mean, I guess they're talking about it. They're doing Tusk 2, I think." Long continued, "He texted us all the other day, Haley Joel Osment and Genesis Rodriguez, they were also in the film, and he told us that he wanted to do it, and I thought it was a joke, and then I realized he was being serious." Now, on in another interview, Kevin Smith a little while back said, "There's a version of Tusk 2 that you do where you cut to the present and somebody else gets sucked into the spider's web. The house, you hear stories. When you get to the house, the new Howard Howe is Wallace," which was Justin Long's character, the guy who turned into a walrus in the first movie, spoiler alert, "who has gotten out of the walrus trappings and stuff and is obviously disturbed by his entire ordeal and is now doing it to others. So there's a way to do Tusk 2 where Justin becomes Michael Park's character, Wallace becomes sort of the new Howard Howe." Howard Howe was Michael Park's character. Michael Park, unfortunately, great actor, he passed away a few years ago, so he obviously will not be in it, and he died in the end of the first movie. But Nick. Nick. Tusk.
Yes, I'm here.
And Tusk 2. What do you think?
Yeah, you can talk about the story if you want. This movie fucking sucks. The first movie was one of the biggest pieces of shit I've seen in quite a while, and no joke, I am a huge Kevin Smith fan. I really am. Like Clerks and Mallrats and Chasing Amy. Chasing Amy, I think is legit like one of the great like dramatic comedies of all time. I really do. I think it's a perfect little indie film. Yeah, Dogma, which I've grown to love, even though it has a shit monster in it.
How could you? That's why you should love it.
yeah, I guess. Dude, I'm not even joking, and this is all honest seriousness. I was looking forward to this movie just based on like this idea that Kevin Smith just found this as he was smoking weed, and he just found a story or he was talking about it on his podcast, and he decided to make a movie about it. The cast they got for this movie: Michael Parks, Justin Long, Haley Joel Osment, for the most part Johnny Depp. I'm like, yeah, sign me up.
Oh yeah, I forgot Johnny Depp was in it.
Yeah, he plays like the French detective or some bullshit. But when I watched this movie, I just realized that maybe Kevin Smith is just not a director that I think is on my level anymore. I think the movies he makes now are for potheads I guess potheads isn't a bad thing, but I just think he's making movies that appeal to him and his audience than he is, for like the people that love Kevin Smith for what he was doing. And I know he's doing true, like most of his movies only cost like $5 to $7 million now, but it's like I watched Tusk and I know what it's trying to go for, but it's so great. It's so grating. It just first half of that movie awesome, and then the whole Tusk thing comes on. I'm like, I just can't. Like I like Red Notice for what it's worth, but this movie, making a sequel to this movie just hurts my heart. Like, no.
Well, I liked Tusk.
I know you did.
I actually liked Tusk and thought it was just off-center enough that I enjoyed, which is saying something. I do think it was the last Kevin Smith movie, I could be wrong, that actually looked like a real movie. Like, many of his movies look cheaper now. It's like the older he gets, the cheaper his movies look. I'm not saying they're all bad, but like I didn't like Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I love all the other VSQ stuff before that, but I didn't like that. Yoga Hosers, things like that. His quality really went down. Yeah, I know he makes movies on the cheap and all that, but Tusk was looked like it cost money. It looked like a legit movie.
Yeah.
And just the whole crazy out there premise, I really enjoy. It clicked with me. I liked it. It is really off kilter. I suggest anybody check it out. It's not for everybody, but this idea of the whole guy getting out of the Tusk or out of the walrus suit and going back to the world and starting to do this to other people, I want to see it. I need this in my life. I know you don't want to see it. And there's probably a lot of other people who are like, fuck this movie. I am not a big Kevin Smith supporter anymore because he's been saying some dumbass shit. But even beyond that, his movies have been taking a downfall. Some of the ones I've seen. But I want to see this. I want to see what he does with it. It is off kilter enough. Even if it sucks, I want it to be made. I'm looking forward to seeing this. And that everybody who was involved that's still around is game, just is all the more reason. I want to see Justin Long. I want to see what he looks like outside of the... since he had all that shit done to him in the movie. What is he? He'd be fucking horrifying. I want to see what he'll look like outside of the suit and how he's getting people in this house and doing this crazy shit to him and what happens with it. It could be fucking terrible. I don't know. It probably will be fucking terrible. But as far as the first one, I enjoyed it.
Glad you enjoy it. That's all that matters. As long as you enjoy it, Jacob, that's all that matters.
I agree because this is my show. So
exactly.
We're a Tusk-friendly show here, okay? But no, Tusk. Like I said, it is not for everybody. It has a very odd ending. The whole movie's fucking odd, but I really enjoyed it, and I want to see the second one. Now, once again, Justin Long did say they're talking about it. I mean, he went on to say that it's happening, but they're talking about it. Nothing has been confirmed. This is not 100%, but it could be. It's out there. People are talking about Tusk 2. People that make the movie are talking about Tusk 2, so it could happen. And who knows when, how long we got until it comes out, if it does come out, but we could be getting some more Tusk in our future. So mark it on your calendar.
Oh boy.
Somewhere.
Boy.
I'm sure Nick is just he's so excited about it. He's downplaying.
I've already bought my ticket.
He loves Tusk. But how about you guys out there in movie land? Let me know, what do you guys think about this news? Are you looking forward to a Tusk sequel? Did you enjoy the first Tusk? Were you like me? You thought it was just enough off-center that it was interesting? Or were you like Nick and was like, fuck this movie, I fucking hate it? Let us know in the comments below. And Tusk 2, Tusk Harder, coming soon.